Welcome back, my dear students. Keep your mind fresh so that we'll begin a new chapter. Let us play today. Don't go anywhere. We will play with numbers today. And that's our chapter, Playing with Numbers. So children, under playing with numbers, what will we learn? We learn order of operations. We will learn factors and multiples, perfect number, prime and composite number, and also test of divisibility. Children, have you seen your mom preparing coffee at home? Some of you also may know, right? Now I'll tell you how to make a black coffee. So what will I do first? I'll keep a vessel over the stove, pour some water, put some coffee powder and then some sugar into it. Will I get a coffee? No, right? What did I do? I didn't on the stove. So I won't get a coffee. Like that, in mathematics, while doing problems, there is some order to do. So let us learn how to solve problems using order of operations. Children, our topic is order of operation. I have told you earlier. So, you know what is A for in maths? A is for addition, S for subtraction, M for multiplication, and D for division. If all the four operations are there in a question, how do you know which operation you have to perform first? There is an order. First, we have to see if any division is there. First, go with division, then multiplication, then addition, and at last, subtraction. So, D, M, A, S must be the order. So, children, I have an example here. There is a question, 15 plus 3 into 4 minus 14 divided by 2. Which should we start with? D, that is division. Here we have a symbol for division. So first we will perform this operation. 14 by 2 is 7 and rest of the numbers and operations I have kept as it is. So we get 15 plus 3 into 4 minus 7. Next, with what we will go with? With multiplication? Yes. Second is M. M for multiplication. So, 3 into 4 is 12. So, we get 15 plus 12 minus 7. And then, we have addition. We will go with addition next. So, 15 plus 12 is 27. And minus 7 as it is. What is 27 minus 7? It is 20. So we got the right answer. So children, we know the order of operation is D, M, A, S. Again comes one more operation, that is O. What does O stands for? O stands for off. If off is there in a question, if you find off, you have to multiply. For example, if you have 1 by 2 of 8, what will you do? In the place of off, you have to put a multiplication symbol and write. Now, 1 by 2 into 8 is 8 by 2. What is 8 by 2? It's 4. So now we have learned about off operation and DMAS. Something else is also there. What is that? It's bracket. So it is BODMAS. So whenever you get a question, apply BODMAS rule to simplify those questions. Now there are different types of brackets also. What are they? They are line bracket or vinculum. And second, round bracket, third curly, and fourth square bracket. So if all 4 brackets come in a question, what do you have to do? First, do the operations which is in line bracket, and then move on to round brackets, and then to curly, and at last do the operations inside square bracket. Now I'll do a problem so that you will easily understand. So children, you have to listen carefully. I have already told the order of brackets is first line or vinculum, then round, curly, and then square. So here can you see a question, a big question? The question is 77 minus 25 minus 6 divided by 3 of 7 minus 13 plus 8. So with what you have to start with? First, board mass, the first letter is B, so bracket, and in bracket we have to start with line. There is no line bracket here, so go with round bracket. Is there a round bracket here? Yes, here we have round bracket. So what is inside the round bracket? It is 7 minus 13 plus 8. So what is the operations here? Subtraction and addition. You have to go with addition first. So what is 7 plus 8? It is 15. 7 is having a positive sign and 8 is also having positive. So we have to add first, and 7 plus 8 is 15. Minus 13 as it is, and I didn't change any of the other values. And next step, we have 77 minus 25 minus 6 by 3 of 15 minus 13. Again we have a round bracket, so solve it. We have 15 minus 13 is 2. Yes, so we remove the round bracket. Next, let us go with curly. Yes, so what is inside curly bracket? We have 6 divided by 3 of 2. Now in the curly bracket there is division operation and off. Board must be O, off. So go with off. What is 3 of 2? 3 into 2, that is 6. Got it? Now again, I didn't change any of the values. The curly bracket is as it is. What is inside curly bracket? 6 divided by 6. What is 6 by 6? It is 1. So I have written 1 here. Now the curly bracket is gone. Again we have square bracket. Inside square bracket I have 25 minus 1. 25 minus 1 is 24. Now I removed square bracket also. Again we have left with only subtraction. What is 77 minus 24? It is 53. Did you understand? So children, there are some more rules for simplification. They are, when there is a plus sign in front of a bracket, you can simply remove the bracket. When we have minus sign, what we have to do? We have to reverse the sign which is inside the bracket. And when there are no signs between two numbers, we have to use multiplication operation. Now let us move on to our next topic, that is factors and multiples. Have you heard of it? Okay, now let me tell the definition first. A factor of a given number is a number that divides the given number exactly. Now, what are the factors of 4? It is 1, 2, 4. Yes, we can divide 4 by 1. It is 4. 4 by 2, it is 2. 4 by 4, it is 1. Yeah. For 8, what are the factors? 1, 2, 4 and 8. Is there any other numbers which divide 8 exactly, where we not get a remainder? No. So that is called as factor. Now when we move on to multiple, a multiple of a given number is a number that is obtained by multiplying the given number with any natural number. What are the multiples of 2? 2, 4, 6, 8 and so on, right? Multiples of 9, 9, 18, 27, 36, right? It will go on. That's called as multiple. So children, these are the properties of multiples and factors. Please note down this. So our first property, every number is a multiple of itself. I told you earlier, multiple of 9, 9, 18, 27, etc. So 9's multiple is 9 itself, right? So every number is a multiple of itself. And when we come to factors, every non-zero number is a factor of itself. I told you earlier, factors of 8. It was 1, 2, 4 and 8. So 8 is factor of 8 itself, right? So every non-zero number is a factor of itself. Now second point, every number is a multiple of 1. Obviously all the numbers are multiple of 1. And in case of factor, 1 is a factor of every number. In the previous example, 8. Factors of 8 were 1, 2, 4 and 8. 1 was factor. For every number, 1 will be a factor. And third point, multiples of a number is greater than or equal to the given number. This symbol stands for greater than or equal to. Okay, we have a greater than symbol and equal to. This is called as greater than and equal to. Multiple of a number is greater than or equal to given number. Yes, we'll take the same example, 9, multiple of 9, 9, 18, 27. So the numbers are increasing, we have 9 also. That's why the equal to symbol is there. And factors of a number is less than or equal to given number. In the case of 8, factors of 8 were 1, 2, 4 and 8. So all the numbers are less than 8, yes, and 8 also. So less than or equal to, we are including 8 also. Now to the last property, a number has uncountable multiples. The multiples will go on, right? It won't stop anywhere. It will go on. So there are uncountable, it is not countable. Now, but in case of factors, there are only specific number of factors, because we already discussed that is factors of a number less than or equal to given number. So it is less, that means it is countable. Now these are the 4 properties of multiples and factors. So children, let us move on to our next topic, that's perfect number. What is perfect number? A number is said to be a perfect number if the sum of all its factors is equal to twice the number. An example, factors of 28. What are the factors? 1, 2, 4, 7, 14 and 28. We can divide 28 by all these numbers, yes. We will get remainder as 0. That means it is perfectly or it is completely divisible. So when you add all the factors, 1 plus 2 plus 4 plus 7 plus 14 plus 28, you will get 56, yes. So 56 is double of 28, that means twice 28 we will get 56. That's why 28 is a perfect number. Then our next topic is odd and even number. You will know what is odd and even number, right? What is that? A number which is divisible by 2. That means the ones digit of a number is 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. Then the number is called as an even number. Rest all are called odd numbers. And then next topic is prime and composite number. What is a prime number? A number which has two factors, that is 1 and the number itself is called as a prime number. And the number other than prime is called as composite number. But number 1 is neither prime nor composite, and 2 is the only even prime number. Got it, children? Our next topic, co-prime numbers. What is co-prime numbers? Two numbers which has no common factors other than 1 is called as co-prime numbers. So you see 2, 3. Is there any common factor other than 1? No. So this is a co-prime number. Another example, 3, 4. Yeah. For 3 and 4, is there any other factor other than 1? Is it divisible in any other numbers? 3 and 4 together? No, right? So this is also a co-prime number. Now 2, 6. Is 2 and 6 divisible with any number other than 1? Yes. 2 is divisible with 2. 6 is divisible with 2. So there is a common factor other than 1, that is 2. So this is not a co-prime number. Now twin primes. What is called as twin primes? Two prime numbers which is having a difference of 2. What is 7 minus 5? It is 2, right? So 5, 7 is a twin prime. A bigger number, 71, 73. Both the numbers are prime and the difference of the number is 2. So it is a twin prime. Now moving on to prime triplet. Prime triplet is set of 3 numbers which is having 2 as their difference. 3, 5, 7. The difference is 2, right? 5 minus 3 is 2, 7 minus 5 is 2. And this is the only prime triplet, 3, 5, 7. So children, now let us find prime numbers using sieve of Eratosthenes. Here I have drawn from 1 to 100 in a chart. You already know that 1 is neither prime nor composite. So we are not taking 1. Now after that, number 2. So 2 I am going to circle, and rest all multiples of 2 I am going to cut. Is 9 a multiple of 2? No, right? Again 10, 11, 12 is a multiple of 2, and so on. We will cut all the multiples of 2. Now take 3. Is 3 prime or composite? It's prime, right? So encircle 3 and cut all the multiples of 3. 6 is the first multiple. I have already cut it. And next 9, then comes 12, then 13. Is 13 multiple of 3? No. 14, then 15. Is 16 multiple of 3? No. 17, no. 18. And so on, all the multiples of 3 we have to cut. Next comes 5. 5 is a prime number. Now multiples of 5 will cut. First multiple is 10, then comes 15, then 20, yes, and then any numbers here? Yeah, 25, then 30 and so on. Next, the prime number is 7. So encircle 7 and then multiples of 7. First multiple is 14. We'll cut it. And then second multiple comes as 21 and so on. The process will go on. So can you see I have marked some numbers in red color. Those numbers are called as prime numbers, and rest all other than 1 is composite. So continue the process up to 100. Do it in your notebook. And there are 25 prime numbers which is less than 100. So children, now let's move on to tests of divisibility. You all know division, right? Yes. So it will be easy for you. Now I have not arranged the numbers in order. So we will start with divisibility by 2. How can you check whether a number is divisible by 2? If the ones digit of the number is either 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, then the number is divisible by 2, or all even numbers are divisible by 2. Next comes divisibility by 4 and 8. There is some relation, that's why I have written both numbers together. Okay. Now divisibility by 4. If a number has last 2 digit which is divisible by 4, then the number is divisible by 4. For example, 100, 200. So the last 2 digit is 00 is also divisible by 4, or any other number which is having the last 2 digit which is divisible by 4, then the number is divisible by 4. In case of divisibility by 8, if the last 3 digit is 000 or the last 3 digit is divisible by 8, then the whole number is divisible by 8. Got it? Now let's move on to divisibility by 3 and 9. How can you check a number is divisible by 3? When you add the digits of the number, if you get a number which is divisible by 3, then the whole number is divisible by 3. If in case of 9, if the numbers, the digits of the numbers is divisible by 9, then the whole number is divisible by 9. Example, 729, 27, you take 27, 7 plus 2, it's 9, 9 is divisible by 9. 36, 3 plus 6, it is 9, it is divisible by 9. When it comes to divisibility by 5 and 10, in case of 5, if the last digit, that's the ones digit, is 5 or 0, then the number is divisible by 5. In case of 10, if the last digit is 0, then the number is divisible by 10. Now let's move on to divisibility by 6. In case of 6, if the number is divisible by both 2 and 3, then the number is divisible by 6. For example, 36. 36 is divisible by 3 as well as 2, right? So the number is divisible by 6. Now divisibility by 7. How to check whether the number is divisible by 7? When you get a number, take the last digit of it. Now I have taken a number 343, 343. The last digit is 3. We have to multiply the last digit with 2. So 3 2s are 6. We got 6. And the remaining number, leave this 3 and the remaining number is 34. 34. Now subtract this number with 34. That product, the result, what you get should be divisible by 7. Then the number is divisible by 7. You can check with other examples also. Take a number, multiply the last digit with 2. And with the remaining digits, you subtract with the digits, you subtract what answer you have got when you twice the digit. So if the answer is divisible by 7, then the whole number is divisible by 7. In case of divisibility by 11, how can you check? When you get a number, when the sum of odd places and sum of even places, when you find the difference, if you either get 0 or you get a number which is divisible by 11, then the whole number is divisible by 11. And I mentioned about odd places and even places. The number which is to the extreme left, consider that as odd place, or you can take the alternating numbers. First you have to take 7 plus 9 plus 5. These are the alternate numbers. So 7 plus 9 plus 5 minus 4 plus 9 plus 11. When you subtract both the numbers, you get 0 as the answer. So this whole number, that is 7,49,859, is divisible by 11. Hope you all understood all the divisibility. So children, in this video we learnt about order of operations, right? You remember? We learned about BODMAS, bracket of division, multiplication, addition and subtraction. These are the order to perform any problem. Second, we learned about factors and multiples. We learned the definitions and their properties, yes. And we also learned about perfect number, odd and even numbers, prime number and composite number. Then we learned about tests of divisibility. We learned divisibility rules up to number 11, right? Hope you all understood. Take care. Bye.